Well, hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Granny's Place. I'm so glad you could join me today. Today I have with me my little chirpy friend. He's going to keep us company here while we have our story time. So if you have a little cuddly friend you want to bring to story time, you can do that too now. Well, let's put him over here and let's see what we have to read today. The first book is called Red Light, Green Light. It's by Margaret Wise Brown, illustrated by Leonard Weisgard. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Good morning. Stop for the red light. Go for the green light. In the morning, they all come out of their houses. Red light, they can't go. Green light, they can go. The truck came out of the truck's house. A garage. The car came out of the car's house. Another garage. The Jeep came out of the Jeep's house. A tent. The horse came out of the horse's house. A barn. The boy came out of the boy's house. A home. The dog came out of the dog's house. A kennel. The cat climbed down from the cat's house. A tree. This was a wildcat. And the mouse came out of the house of the mouse hole. Here he is. They all came out of their houses. Red light. They can't go. Green light. They can. And they all went down their own roads. Truck and car and bicycle and horse roads, jeep roads across the fields, dog roads, cat roads, and a mouse road through the grass. Green light, they can go. Red light, they can't. And here they are, waiting for the red lights and the green lights. At the big crossroads, the light was blinking. Red light. The truck comes roaring along. Red light, stop. The car comes whizzing along. Red light, stop. The Jeep comes jeeping along. Red light, stop. The horse comes trotting along. Red light, stop. The cat comes creeping along. Red light, stop. The mouse came along. Red light. A bunny's eyes. Green light. A cat's eyes. See the red eyes? And the cat has green eyes. Here they are. It's red light, so they're stopped. Green light, go! It looks like they're going fast across the road. Green light, they did go. Red light, they didn't. They went around all day until it was night. Then all the lights turned on along the roads and in the houses because it was night. And they all went home. Red light, they didn't go. Green light, they did. They're all going home because night is coming. The truck went into the truck's house, a garage. The car went into the car's house, another garage. The Jeep went into the Jeep's house, a tent. The horse went into the horse's house, a barn. The boy went into the boy's house, a home. The dog went into the dog's house, a kennel. The cat went into the cat's house, a tree. This was a wildcat. And the mouse crept into the house of the mouse, a hole. Red light, they can't go. Green light, they can. Do you see the green light? And over here is the red light. All things were asleep. Through holes and doors and windows, lights blinked off until there was only a red light and a green light blinking in the darkness. There's the red light and the green light blinking in the darkness. Red light, green light. Good night. There it is. Red light and green light. Even in the nighttime when we're asleep. It's a sweet story. I don't know if you've ever played the game Red Light, Green Light. It's really a fun game to play that I play with my grandchildren quite often. The next story today is called Two Little Trains by Margaret Wise Brown. Pictures by Leo and Diane Dillon. Two Little Trains. Two little trains went down the track. Two little trains went west. Puff, 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 and chug, chug, chug. Two little trains to the west. Here's one train, and here's the other. One little train was a streamlined train. Puff, puff, puff to the west. One little train was a little old train. Chug, 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 going west. Look down that long steel track to the west. Two little trains came to a hill, a mountainous hill to the west. With a puff and a chug, they went right through, under the hill to the west. This train is going to go under the hill, and this train is going under the hill. Look through that long, dark hill. that long dark hill to the west. Two little trains came to a river, going west. With a puff, 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 and a chug, 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 they went over the river to the west. And here's the other one. Look down below the bridge at the deep dark river going west. Look down from the bridge and look down into the water. The rain came down on the two little trains going west, and it made them darker and wet and shiny as they went on their way to the west. There's the rain on both the trains. The snow came down and covered the ground, and the two little trains going west. And they got white and furry and still in a hurry. They puffed and chugged to the west. The moon shone down on a gleaming track, and the two little trains going west. And they hurried along and heard the song of a black man singing in the west. Look down that long steel track where you and I must go. That long steel track and strong crossbars before we travel home. There he is by the woods, and there he is heading home. The wind, it blew, and the dust, it flew around the two little trains going west. But the dust storm drew not a toot or a hoo or a whistle from the trains going west. Then the mountains came beyond the plain, and the trains started climbing west. Up and around and over and through the great high mountains to the west. Climbing the mountains. The ocean was big. The ocean was blue. Beyond the land in the west. And the little trains stopped. Their trip was through. They had come to the edge of the west. Here's the train by the ocean, and here is the other train. The end. That's a wonderful story to read at bedtime, or anytime really. I hope you guys had a nice time listening to stories. I hope you have lots of stories around you in your home, and I will be back soon. I will see you then. Bye-bye.